Good morning and welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson here with another great word. Thank you for joining me. This show is only about 10 minutes long. I do it several times a week just to remind you about a good word that you can incorporate into your day, and so can I. I learn these words with you, and hopefully we can all use them to make the world a better place. So here we go. This word today, understanding, comes from the Virtues Project. They produce these cards that I often use. I'm down to only a few cards left for I don't know, maybe 10 cards left for the rest of the year. And then I'll start over or find different new words. But thank you to the Virtues Project. It's a great organization. They're all around the world. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. Yeah, very good. Okay, our word for today is understanding. Understanding. I mean, we all kind of know what understanding is, but listen to this. Understanding is having clear insight into ideas and feelings. We thoughtfully seek to comprehend the full truth. This is where it starts to break down for a lot of us. We're thinking about our interpretation of things before we even hear what somebody else has to say. Okay. We are mindful of what is most important. We are deeply present to others with compassion and accuracy, helping them to discern their own clarity. And we do that by asking questions and clarifying for ourselves what it is that somebody else is talking about. That allows them to better understand what it is that they are talking about. This is great word, understanding. We go the extra mile to put ourselves in another's shoes in order to forgive. Yeah. We need to practice empathy and understanding in order to really understand what somebody else is going through, what their perspective is, what their point of view is for this particular conversation. We treasure knowledge and use our minds as tools to explore what is real and true. So that means a little bit more active listening, a little bit really paying attention to what's going on. We cherish the ability to see the whole picture. That's something that we do that provides respect to another person and it just helps us to really understand what's going on. There's a quote on the back of this card, and it's from Vincent Van Gogh. The quote is, "If one is master of one thing and understands one thing well, one has at the same time insight into and understanding of many things." So true. So if we strive to understand things, understand one thing, chances are we'll start to understand other things. And I believe that's so true, because we're developing our active listening, we're developing our empathy and our, so many of the other virtues. Okay, so what does the practice of understanding look like? I reflect on the meaning of ideas. I have empathy for others' feelings. I am mindful of meaning. I'm a discerning listener. I call on empathy in order to forgive. So true, so important. I value knowledge and perceptiveness. Yes, I do. So good morning to everyone who's watching my show this morning. This is our little 10 minutes of learning about a good word. And today's good word is understanding. Can you see that? Understanding. Yeah, very good word. I'm thankful for the gift of understanding. It enlightens my viewpoint. Very good. So thank you to all the people who are our sponsors for Green Cow. And thank you, including the Virtues Project, who produces these cards, as I mentioned. Thank you to all the other sponsors who also help us to support Green Cow and the things that we're doing to help other people. Okay, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, I do offer free phone calls. They're 15-minute calls, and you can schedule it at your convenience. And these are calls to help you with your business, to help you with your understanding of certain virtues and the importance of those virtues, or anything else you want to talk about. I do this because I care about people and I want to reach out to you. So I'll do it as long as I can, as long as I have the time available to have these little calls. I will continue to do them. So for those of you who take advantage of that, awesome. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Okay, so I talked about our sponsors. I didn't talk much about the viewers here. As it turns out, most viewers watch this show on a replay because, whatever. I do the show at 9 in the morning, and that's not a convenient time for everybody. So, if you have a request about a different time, I can certainly consider anything. It's just a matter of rearranging my schedule. So if you enjoy watching this, and I know by some of the comments and the hearts and the thumbs ups and the whatever, I know that some of you enjoy hearing these words. I certainly enjoy reading them and learning from them. And so thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving those little thumbs up and hearts and comments and all that good stuff. It's really important to me that I know that I'm making a little bit of difference, just one person at a time. So I hope that when you woke up this morning, you were thankful. That is how I start my day. Gratitude is the first thing that happens in my morning. I have a routine where I do some Bible reading. I do some talking with God just to, when I talk to God, it's more like being thankful and asking for guidance, things like that. And I do get guidance from God, which I really appreciate. When you ask God for things or stuff, whatever, there's only a handful of responses that I get. I don't know about you, but it's either a yes or a no or a maybe or a not right now, or hey, maybe you should consider something a little different. Here's the thought. And these thoughts come in the form of feelings and thoughts. Sometimes it's right in whatever it is that I'm reading. It's really an amazing thing, and I appreciate that. Okay, well, that's about all the time I have for today. I have about a minute left, and I want to remind you that today's word is understanding. I hope that we practice that today by being an active listener, by actually being mindful enough to listen to somebody else because listen to somebody else and listen actively. Ask questions. What you don't want to do is be in a conversation with somebody and without really understanding what it is that they're saying, you're formulating a response while they're talking. That's the habit that we want to try to change. We want to be active listeners, so we're really paying attention to what it is that they're saying. We can pause at natural pause points and maybe ask a question or relay what it is that we think we heard so that they can perhaps clarify what it is that they're saying. These active listening things with mindfulness and caring and empathy, these things are what help us to actually communicate so much better. And I hope that you'll practice that today. Okay, now I am officially out of time. So make this a great day. Do something really nice for somebody else today. And if you have the resources to do something really nice for somebody else, do that. I know that some of you do, and that's an awesome thing. Let's go out and be the light in the world. Let's be a light for other people, to give them some hope and peace and joy and love and caring, understanding, which is our word today. Let's share those good words with people. If you want to know more about the Virtues Project, just get a hold of me. I'm happy to talk about that. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.